run.
Who knocked him out in the semis? I thought it was you.
It was definitely not me.
You were the quarters then.
I did play him in that one. We had a very nice match.
0-0.
He had beaten Federico earlier.
Point.
Pretty clear strategy here already. Ben is not going to want to give Alex multiple looks at those passing shots. He goes first shot, drop shot right there.
This lifetime ball, fortuitous to the style of game that Alex likes to play. Talked about that a lot during that big run in Atlanta, taking out Fed. There's the cross-court pass. Did share with me, though, ahead of this match that he tweaked his knee pretty badly yesterday. Pass is still working quite well. Says his knee is tweaked, but the passing shot still full go for Alex Crum.
Yeah, forehand's working great, though.
Yeah.
Side out.
It'd be interesting to see if Ben makes any adjustments or feels like he needs to make any adjustments after
0-3.
that slight run.
Side out.
Nice. Good net coverage there from Alex. I'm honestly somewhat surprised that he's charging in. I think you can still approach to Ben's backhand, but I think if he returns forehand, he's probably staying back.
3-0. Side out.
Good deep return there from Ben. That's going to be the key. I think if you give Alex a first look at one of those passing shots, it's going to be a not fun time for Ben. But if he can hit good deep returns sliding through the court like that.
0-3. Let.
Well, in Atlanta, knocked out Fed in the round of 64, did Crum, and he actually lost to Dylan Frazier in the quarterfinals.
Point.
Ben's able to take over the kitchen there with like that little hybrid drop. I'm surprised Alex gave the kitchen away.
You can tell he's not moving super comfortably on that knee.
Wow, that pickup from Ben is such an underrated, difficult shot right there.
Yeah, why?
Puts it right in the kitchen. He takes it on the rise, puts it in the kitchen, moves Alex,
2-3.
Forces the air.
Point.
For Crum, Ben Johns with 42 career singles titles to his name, 21 Triple Crowns. His last Triple Crown, though, was in April of 2024. It's been some time.
Side out.
Good pickup on that volley there from Alex, and then the put away. That's surprising. I didn't realize he's gone a year and a half without a triple. No wonder AL's catching up.
Yep. She's triple crowning on the reg.
3-3.
Hasn't played singles all that much in the last month. Masterful performance once again at the kitchen.
Alex is not happy that he hit that one. He thinks that might have been going out. We're about 3 stories above the court, so I have no idea.
Tep perception is a bit deceptive up here. So good.
Point.
Look at that. Ben almost deked him a little bit. If we can get a replay of that, look at me. I'm asking for replays, but he holds that. It looks like he's going down the line the entire time.
Ask and you shall receive.
4-3.
Just a little flick right at the end, cross court.
Makes it look easy. As the best you. Takes the kitchen, works another angle. So if you're Alex, how do you keep him at bay?
It doesn't seem like anything different is happening. Alex is still going for his big third shot passes. Ben is Ben's getting into the kitchen a little bit easier and neutralizing some of those on Alex's serves.
Nice heavy serve too.
That works.
Timeout receiver, 6-3.
6-3. Alex Crum taking the timeout. We'll take a quick break.
Probably went a good year without losing a PPA match as well.
One timeout.
Yeah, it's some records that are going to be difficult to pass. That's
Time
for sure.
in. 6-3.
Something to keep in mind here. I get the sense that Ben is actually playing from the better side. He's had a couple of those really nice cross-court drops, just like that, right into that wind tunnel that we were talking about from Annalee's match.
7-3.
Oh, nice feathery touch. Little drip.
Same little spot. Alex isn't happy about that. That's gonna be a good target for anybody. That little backhand side. The wind is sort of aiding to knock that ball down and keep it in.
Point.
That seemingly has been the preferred side all week long, especially in singles.
Yeah, people like that cross-court backhand to that spot, or the runaround inside-out forehand as well.
Point.
Alex just forcing these a little bit wide now. Game point here for Ben.
10-3.
Big gust of wind coming through, and Ben polished.
0-0.
Ooh, nice. Feeds into the cat and mouse game and then shifts things in his direction by getting to the line.
Yeah, I just know that that is not a spot that Alex wants to be in very frequently, that cat and mouse sort of point.
Most people don't.
Side out.
Alex thought he had an opportunity on one of those passes, not happy with the shot selection there. But Ben, one of his strengths is no matter how much you don't want to play cat and mouse, he's very good at drawing you into it.
Side out.
Miss serve here from Ben.
1-0. Point.
That one looks like it catches the line there as well. I think Alex is having some success really pounding those serves to Ben's backhand. He's got to go after
2-0.
Like
Oh, nice.
That make
point.
Yeah, right on.
Well, Leigh and I were talking yesterday about who this ball suits best, and I think you talk about the new age of pickleball, new era. Definitely suits the heavy hitters with the heavy tennis background. How do you think it fits Ben's game? She put her stamp on those thoughts of maybe not as well as some of the higher flying tennis players.
0-3.
Just back.
I mean, I think it probably hurts nobody's game more than Ben, to be honest. It's so difficult to play cat and mouse with this ball because the ball sits up a little bit higher, it moves a little bit faster, meaning that you can't get all the way in for your shots, and it's got 8 more holes than we're used to, so it slows down through the air a little bit more. There's that little corner there.
Side out.
I love it when I'm right. Yeah, it slows down through the air as well. So it starts out traveling incredibly quickly, and then by the time it gets to the other side, it's also sitting there for your opponent. So lots more looks at these passing shots. It's why we're seeing so many guys now choose to play a style that was more exclusive to the women before, staying back, not coming to the net, or only coming to that when it's really on your terms.
Side out.
Here, Alex saying, step into the ball. Thought he did. So I do think Ben is at an interesting inflection point right now in singles. Ben's taken some time off, right? He's chosen not to play several tournaments in singles, and I think he's got to work that two-handed backhand and be able to rally back from the baseline a little bit and kind of adjust to the modern game. And I think there's nobody better suited to make this adjustment than Ben. He's been the king of figuring stuff out and inventing metas in both singles and doubles over time. So I think it is a time where he's going to have to change a little something.
His brain is like a pickleball calculator.
3-4.
Ian Colin Johns.
Side out.
Wizards of the game. Ben hasn't won a title, though, since the Atlanta Grand Slam. Had a close one and a tight one in 3 against Connor Garnett in that final. That was back in May this year.
4-3.
Great volley.
Side out.
Alex looks like he's hurting a little bit on that one. Yeah, interesting that that Atlanta tournament was the first tournament with the lifetime ball. So I think that was a little bit before the meta had fully changed to players staying back as frequently. Ooh, Ben tries to go right at him. Even more difficult to deal with those shots in singles because you're just not expecting it. You expect it in doubles.
Point.
Good cross-court pass there from Alex.
Five, 3.
That's so good. So when Alex is in full command, what's happening, even from the baseline?
I would not have called that full command. I would have called that full command for Ben, but Alex was able to bail himself out with this incredible pass. This is the most difficult shot in pickleball in singles, to come over the ball
6-3.
on the run and bring it back across court.
Point.
A little wind aided there as well. Ben gives a little eye roll. That should have gone out. Yeah, that
7-3.
cross-court pass is unbelievably difficult. But here, Alex is just able to hit out a little bit more. Those shots that were flowing through the court more in game 1 when he was behind with the wind at his back are now dropping just a little bit lower, staying in, going below the net for when they're getting past Ben.
Wow.
Side out.
And what he thought was the winning touch. 5-point lead, though. Nothing to frown about.
Timeout receiver, 3-8.
Alex will take the timeout there as Ben will take back the serve in heavier wind conditions. I think this is the heaviest wind we've felt. Did he get it?
Side out.
Wow.
I think he did. Look at that.
Painting sidelines. Tiny targets.
8-3.
But Alex Crum is hitting them.
Side
Had a
out.
good look there. Alex Crum is one of the most expressive people out there. I think he used, that was a little prayer there. He wears his emotions on his sleeve, which is why he's so entertaining to watch. Nasty drop volley.
Side out.
What went into your decision to step back from singles after winning several titles in the PPA?
Yeah, I had a little bit of time where I had some plantar fasciitis back in like 2022, 2023.
Oh my.
Side out.
No knee, no problem for Alex Crum everywhere on the court. See, that point looks so much harder for Alex than it does for Ben, and he does that to people.
Oh, man. So many looks. He thinks this one's going to go out. Oof. Oh.
3-8. Point.
It was worth 2 points over there. So I had a little bit of some sort of chronic injuries, and then
4-8.
Game just changed a little bit. But
Side
I'm
out.
back to playing singles much more frequently, or would have been. Hurt my wrist, unfortunately, for this tournament, and but I will be back playing singles all the time next year. So
that's great.
It is fun. It's a totally different game.
8-4. Point. Nine, 4.
Huge pass
Point.
and game point with it. Alex Crum on the brink of extending this to 3.
10-4. Point game.
Into the net it goes.
Timeout change
How
ends.
about this? Alex Crum steals one off Ben Johns. So game 3 sure to be interesting, and who gets that side will certainly
Here,
Game
so
3, time
lots
in.
and lots of points on the
0-0.
on the
Side out.
So ends a factor for sure. Alex Crum most recently coming from the side that you felt was preferred. Ben starting on that side. So love to get your
0-0.
estimation on the situation here after this point as it relates to the good side.
Yeah,
Side
I'm
out.
fairly certain whoever won the toss probably chose the bad side to start. So my guess is Alex won the toss. He chose the bad side. Ben chose to serve. And the reason for that is you could theoretically play
0-0.
more rallies from the
Point.
second half of the third game, right? So if it goes to 6-6, or if it goes to overtime in the third game, you could play more rallies from the quote-unquote good side, and you want to end on the good side
1-0.
as well.
Oh, there's the golden spot.
Point.
Alex Crum finds it.
Yeah, the key for Ben here is to try and get as much of a lead from the, quote, good side as he can. And for Alex, it's to
2-0.
try and keep it as close as he can from the bad side.
Side out.
Big play for Ben Johns deep to the baseline. Winner of this one would face Michael Lloyd, who made the final here last year with lots of points to defend, as you mentioned, and Jay DeVilliers. We'll keep you posted on those score lines.
0-2.
Over on Grandstand, it's J.W. Johnson and his buddy Dylan Frazier battling in singles. Nice put away for
Side
Alex
out.
Crum.
Something we didn't talk about was Chris Hayworth in the mix as well,
Yes.
right? Chris is now, well, he should be in the
2-0.
just behind Ben Johns, and he's not defending any points.
So for those
Side
new
out.
to the point system, explain that.
So Chris Hayworth did not play this event last year, to my knowledge. He wasn't
Nope.
a signed PPA, UPA player, so he doesn't have any points rolling off. Neither does Alex Crum, because if you
0-2.
have 3,000 points for last year,
Side out.
oh man, Ben thought he was going to rip that one right down the line. If you have thousands of points from last year, those actually come off and are replaced by however you do with this year's event. So right now, I believe Chris
2-0.
Hayworth is sitting at something like 4,000 points.
Point.
With an extra 3,000, that catapults him into the top 5.
Which many predicted is where he would be.
3-0. Point.
4-0 for Alex from the bad side. Maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah. Wind has fallen off just a little bit,
4-0.
should say. Ooh, big heavy
Side out.
serve. Big name to the game of Alex Crum. Asked Alex about his mindset coming in to this match too, and said he was just trying to approach it with gratitude. There's a
0-4.
lot of skilled players who would pay a lot of money to be in my shoes to even face Ben. Nice ball to the corner.
Side out.
on the biggest stage. So he's going to keep that in mind out there. Did mention that knee injury, but seems to be moving okay.
Yeah, Ben's not happy with how that one went in with the wind. He gave him a little imitation swing right there. I don't think Alex gives himself enough credit in that cat and mouse. I mean, I think they're almost 50-50 in those cat and mouse points. He has a pass down the line there, and he had that nasty pass cross court with his forehand just a couple of points ago.
0-4. Side out.
That is such an underrated, difficult shot. I mean, Ben wasn't even moving that direction at all. Alex's full stretch over to the right side. To even think about pulling that back across court, honestly, I would have called that a stupid shot.
4-0. Side out.
Ben reads it this time. If you just watched Alex's body language, you would think he's down, you know, 8-0 in the third or something like that.
0-4.
That's true. Oh, scoops it the other way. He's got passion.
Yes, he does. And he actually fooled Ben there because Ben thought that he was about to let that ball bounce. And honestly, it was a pretty awkward shot. It looked like he was about to let it bounce. Just finds the open.
In January.
4-0.
Or excuse me, 2 seasons ago. Fed won the Masters this year.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was that's why it did feel like 7 years, because it actually was.
Alex is finding some success closing after those first volleys. He's adjusting to Ben's drop volleys, taking those next ones out of the air.
Point.
Okay,
Timeout. Change
6-0.
6-0.
At the end change. Who would have saw this coming?
He's always got that possibility, Alex does. I mean, he's somebody who can take the paddle out of anybody's hand. I think obviously a little surprising it's 6-0 at this point, but I don't think Ben is done. I do think that Alex is on the good side. However, does that negate the just experience that Ben has in this second half, the ability to stick around and be pesky and make you hit a million balls? Probably not.
Yeah. And closing it out sometimes not easy to do against the best, playing into your point, especially for Alex. Since that run in Atlanta, made a deep run, made a decent name for himself there, and then kind of cooled off a little bit, was starting to get in his own head, just trying to match the results with his ability, so he believes. So a breakthrough moment like this would be huge, but then it gets to the point, do you want it too bad to the closing stretch? So we'll keep an eye on the demeanor here, last 5 points, as Crum tries to close it out.
Time in. 6-0.
Click off the tape will not help the frustrations of Ben Johns.
Yeah, so what you mentioned was that it sounds like Alex has really good perspective coming into this tournament. Like, there's a lot of people that would die to be in his shoes, and I think that's when you really have your best results, is when you can swing free and just feel comfortable and confident, not have expectation.
Well, in Atlanta, it was be the hunter, not the hunted. That was his mentality there. This one, just going back to gratitude, to gratefulness to be here, and seems to be paying off.
0-7.
Can never count Ben out of it, though.
Point.
I mean, I think this would be interesting to find some statistics for, but there's got to be nobody in professional pickleball who's saved more match points than Ben Johns, and I feel very comfortable saying that. There are so many times where he's come back from down big over the years, and he just had the reputation of just never being easy to finish.
7-1.
Connor Barnett knows this well. In the final in Atlanta, had a couple of match points against him, chance to take it, and Ben stole that title right from his fingertips.
1-7.
Wow.
Great ball there from Alex. Ben's shading to cover that line a little bit more because that's where the wind is knocking down the ball. So when you do take that one step over to cover the easiest shot, leaves that cross court. And I do like Ben leaving the cross court open. I think generally in singles, make your opponent hit that more difficult shot.
Every timeout, we have a challenge.
We've got a challenge from Ben.
The result of the rally puts us at 8-1. We'll now proceed with video review. I thought that was out from our 3-story vantage point. But time in. 8-1.
Take him where we can get him.
Point.
Nice ball there. Curls that in. Look at that. It's a banana shot.
Baseline too.
9-1 for Alex.
9-1
points away from a monstrous upset.
Another one right down that line.
Point.
Match point for Alex Crum on the brink of an upset. The Cinderella story continues here in Dallas. Alex Crum knocks off Ben Johns in the round of 32. Zane Navratil, what does the rest of the field have to worry about with Alex Crum?
When Alex Crum is playing good ball, he is very, very difficult to beat. He was just looking up here, giving me a little head nod over there. That's awesome. Look, he took the paddle out of Ben's hand. If you look at that last game, Ben wasn't even really missing. Alex is just painting lines, hitting winners, and so that's not somebody you want to see on your side of the draw.
His targets were small, but they were mighty. Alex Crum topples Ben Johnson.
Now Ben Johnson, their first time playing against each other. Game one didn't go his way, but he cleaned it up, found both wings. That guy can move in a major way. Fires off both sides. I thought he did a great job of taking some balls out of the air, not letting them bounce, not letting Ben have time to come back in. Alex Crum, we know him as AC Baby, the rapper. Maybe he can do a little rap on the desk for us. We shall see. But what a match from Alex Crum. Don't change your shirt. Come straight on the desk, buddy. Come on now.
Wear what you've been
We'll give you a hug after. We don't care about the sweat.
Congratulations, Alex. What an incredible win. I'm going to start with, you go down 3-11 in the first game. What changed mentally? What changed in the game plan? Maybe some patterns to take this match?
Yeah, I mean, I told myself going into this match, number one, just to be grateful for the opportunity. I told Ireland, you know, how many thousands of skilled players would love the opportunity to play Ben Johns at the biggest tournament we've ever had, on the biggest court we've ever had. So I have a tendency in a couple of tournaments past where I lose the first game and then kind of mentally check out. Your best players don't do that. You see it all the time where it's 2-11, 11-2, 11-5. And so after I lost the first, I was just trying to stay in it mentally. I've always felt that stylistically, I present some issues from Ben if I'm hitting my shots. I knew he was going to move forward, which I like a target. I've struggled a bit with people staying back. There's a little more decision making involved, whereas when there's somebody up there, it's like, all right, I got to try to hit it by him, you know.
When Ben gets set at that kitchen line, I feel like he can be dangerous. But I thought you did a great job in game 2 of 3 of the 2-shot passes, but not letting that second ball bounce, taking it out of the air and really closing the angles. Was that something that you thought about going into it?
Yeah, and just, again, kind of trying to stay in the point, not necessarily going for a pass in the first or second one, but there was a couple points where I even surprised myself. I'm like, oh, that's like a 7-shot pass, you know what I mean? Normally I gas out after 2 or 3 shots. So, yeah, obviously thrilled. I mean, Ben is the best we've ever seen. I know the singles game has changed changed quite a lot recently, and maybe that doesn't favor his particular game style, but he's still obviously the best we've ever seen. And I hit every line in game 3, so sometimes it just breaks your way.
We spoke this morning, and you said, I'll see you on the desk in 2.5 hours. Where does that confidence come from?
I don't know. I think that I tend to play up to my competition, which I think is actually a weakness, not a strength. I mean, something I admire about Ben and Fed and Christian is these guys, doesn't matter if they're playing a qualifier in the first round, they treat it like they're playing Ben Johns. And that's something that, you know, I know that when I play well, I can be the best in the world, but I also know that if I don't bring it, I can lose to my Aunt Judy. So it's like, how do you find a way to raise the floor? I know on a good day I'm capable of beating anyone. I mean, I have. I've beaten Ben, I've beaten Chris, I've beaten Fed. So I know I've done it, so I have that belief. It's just a matter of how do you maintain that, right? How do you bring the same level tomorrow is the question.
There's so many different winners we now have when it comes to men's singles discipline. It used to be just Ben, as you alluded to, and then we had Federico Saxrud, Hunter Johnson. But just how tough is it, even in the round of 64, sometimes qualies in the men's singles?
Sure. To your point, anybody can get hot, right, and hit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 passing shots in a row. Also, it's very easy to miss returns. Serves are so big now that if you spray 4 or 5 returns, that could be the game sometimes. So I feel like I can really raise my floor and be, you know, a mainstay on Championship Sunday and start winning gold medals and things like that. But it's definitely a challenge, and that's one thing I like about singles, but also what separates doubles, right? You're not going to have a quali make the finals here. It just will never happen because those guys are so good and the skill gap is so big. And singles, the skill gap is smaller, which I think is good for the sport to have new winners. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see in the coming years if there's one player who emerges who really is able to dominate. I think it's unlikely,
right.
But possible.
You're known for your skill, obviously. On the court, you do your thing. You just take out world number ones. But off the court, you have this alter ego, AC Baby, who raps. Came out with that song, Anna Bright, which I love.
I'm still waiting for them to play that at some point.
They'll play it.
Hey, listen, go request now. Go request
Anna, she greenlit it. We asked her for her permission.
Can we get a few bars on the desk about that win right there? Is there a rap you can show the audience right now?
It's my time to shine. Every single time I rhyme in the third game, I hit like 52 lines. Ben is the GOAT, and I had to do the most, and I had to turn white like a ghost. Let's go.
Yes.
Well, I would love to drop my mic and
yes.
Let me next time I'll write something that'll be a little bit better. It's time. I'm a little bit gassed.
I put you on the spot. You did great.
That was amazing.
Just if you have me on dinks and drives,
you're coming on.
I'm ready.
Win again tomorrow. We'll have you on.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. That'll be an interesting. I don't know what's going on with Michael and De Villiers, but either one's a great player. So. Thanks, guys, for having me. Appreciate it.
Congratulations. That was amazing on both fronts there. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back to Jeannie Bouchard taking on Samantha Parker here at World.